All going traders? Yeah, the traders here again, man. Alright, so the question is being asked, did we hit the bottom, guys? So if you take a look at my chart here, we can see that Mullen went to its all-time low yesterday. So as you can see on my chart, it was 0.1508 at 15 cents, thereabout. If you look to the left, you can see that the lowest that we had gone before was around 1795 thereabout. So did we hit the bottom? Yes, we did. We went through that, as I mentioned a couple of days back. We don't want to go through the 18 cents because that was the last, I would say, support, the last level that we would need to break to fall a little bit lower. And we have gone through the 18 and now we hit the 15 cents, guys. So did we hit the bottom? That's the question. So let's take a look at the chart. Let's zoom in a bit on the chart to see what was the market reaction when we hit that bottom. So as you can see here, yesterday it went to the 1508 and then we didn't get a strong pop-up. That's kind of what I'm kind of disappointed about. We got a rejection, yes, but we didn't get a strong pop-up to say, hey, this is where the sellers are fully exhausted and the buyers are rolling in. We didn't get a strong pop-up. We got a gradual push back up to the 16 cents level. And right now we are hovering around the 16 cents level. So will Mullen fall further? Alright, so let's take a look at and see what happened with regards to Yahoo Finance. Did we get a big sell-off yesterday? So, in looking at Yahoo Finance, Mullen dropped 3%, and pre-market it's up almost a cent. So that's slightly a good sign. In terms of the overall market, TSX was basically flat, almost 1% down. S&P flat, the Dow flat. In terms of the market cap yesterday for Mullen, guys, went all the way down. I was kind of keeping my eyes on it. Went all the way down to 334 million. So there was some sell-off yesterday, but a slight rebound, so we're back up to the 350 million mark. The volume that came in at around average. So we were at 212 million, while the average volume is at 216. So there seemed to be a fight in terms of bits of sell-off, bit of buying back into Mullen, but at this stage, a lot of persons are very cautious. So if we take a look at to see what's going on with the comps compared to Mullen, Lucid basically flat, Rivian dropped 3%, and Neo basically flat. So despite all the, I would say, good news that's happening from the Mullen end, we had a bit of a sell-off yesterday. A bit of the market fell a bit, the market cap fell a bit, but we got some buyers coming back in, maybe around the 15 cents. So what's going to be happening with Mullen here now? Let's take a look at the options to see what type of volume came in. So in terms of the option call that came in, was at 24,000, not much to speak of based on where Mullen usually operate. In terms of options for this week, Friday, open interest is at 34,000, which is slightly on average in terms of where Mullen usually was. But compared to the following week, let's see, it's at 14,000. So this week look like more option calls will be coming in than next week. And for the 31st, 14,000. But if we look at the leap calls, it's still holding up, guys, in terms of around 82,000 for January 2024, and for January 2025, 87,000. So it appears that a lot of persons are looking at buying leap calls for the long period for next year and for the following year. All right, so what do I think will be happening with Muln? So it's hard to say at this stage now, guys, because we don't have any support levels for Muln to follow, because we had different support levels back then. So it's kind of hard for us to say, okay, Muln is gonna hold the support at a certain level, or push off the support. So right now we are in uncharted territory. But what we want to see Muln doing is to actually build a new level of support. So if we hit the 15 cents, we push back up a little bit. I would hope Muln would show some push up off this level, off the 16-cent level, at least push up off it. And even if it comes back down to the 16 cent, we can say yes, at least, and holds the 16 cents, we can say yes, this is the new level of support. But at this stage, we got to just watch and see what will happen going forward. As I mentioned before, I've set my stop loss. I was pulling down my stop loss got triggered. Some of my stocks got sold, and I had put a buy order in, and it got triggered when Muln pushed all the way down. I pulled my buy order all the way down, and it got triggered. So I'm now fully back into Muln with the shares that were stopped out. So I am hoping that it will hold at this level, but we'll see. If we take a look at the RSI is way oversold right now, guys. But the only problem I am having is on the MACD. The MACD is still showing bearish sign. If you can see here, there's a lot of red signals. One slight green signal there, but there are a lot of red signals, and we are, this line is below the midpoint on the MACD, so it's still showing a little bit of bearishness, although it's not as strong. But overall, I am hoping that the stock will start, the news will start filtering around, just for persons to see exactly what Muln is all about. But I'm still bullish on Muln. The good, I always look on the bright side, guys. If Muln was at a very high price and persons want to get in, they're going to say, it's too expensive for us to buy. Now it's, very cheap. It's bargain price. And now the fear is in, in the market saying, hey, should I buy? Should I buy? But for me, I want to be in, because I am expecting, great things from Muln. This is just my personal opinion, not a financial advice, as I mentioned before. But this is kind of what I have for you today. Nothing much more to add, guys, but we just keep an eye out, hoping Muln push off the level that it's at right now. So until tomorrow, guys, take care. And as per usual, if you like this type of content, don't forget to hit the like, and don't forget to subscribe. Take care.